was ready to blow me down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cleopatra back at it again with another video. And for this week's video, I decided that I'd film a DIY room decor video because it has been such a long time since I have filmed a DIY video, and you guys really seem to like most of the DIY videos that I upload on my channel, so I decided why not. And before we get started with today's video, I would just like to say thank you guys so much for helping me reach 70 subscribers, which is so crazy because I remember like a couple months ago we hit 50 subscribers and now we're at 70, and it's just so mind-blowing, and our family keeps growing. But if you guys do want to join this family, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click that subscribe button. And before we get started, don't forget to leave a comment of any future videos you would like to see. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so to make this first DIY, all you're going to need is a frame, some sticker letters, and you're also going to need some spray paint of your choice. And keep in mind, when you're getting a frame, make sure it's pretty thick so you'll be able to fit your string lights inside. And speaking of string lights, you're also going to need some scissors, string lights, and tape as well. Okay, so first we're going to start off by applying tape on the border of the frame, and that's going to help prevent any of the spray paint from going on to the white part of the frame. Okay, so once you've covered the outside part of your frame in tape, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick some sticker letters. You can do any sticker letters of any size. I just decided to do some really big ones so it would be easier for me to see the phrase that I was going to be putting on my frame. And then you're just going to arrange the sticker letters in any format, any way you want them to. Stick them down. Make sure they're really sticky letters because when you spray paint over it, you don't want any of the paint to be bleeding through any of the letters. And once you're done that, you're going to take your frame outside, spray paint it, let it dry. Okay, so in order for this next step to work, you have to make sure that the spray paint has dried. And once the spray paint has dried, you're just going to peel off all the tape that you put on the border of the frame. And not gonna lie, this part was actually pretty satisfying. And then after that, you're also going to peel off the sticker letters. And as I said before, if you use thick sticker letters, you do not have to worry. The lettering will come out super clean and crisp. Okay, so once you've peeled off all the tape and stickers, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your LED string lights. I just got these from the dollar store, and you're going to flip your frame around, and basically you're just going to arrange your string lights in any order you want to. And if you have pretty short string lights like I do, what I did was I decided to tape them to the back of the glass, because if you don't, they'll just all fall down and it'll look kind of weird and really awkward. So I just taped them to the back, as well as the little holder for the batteries. I taped that to the back as well. And also don't forget to buy batteries for your LED lights as well. And after you're done that, you can basically hang up your light box or shadow box around your room, and it looks super cute. And this DIY didn't even cost that much money to make. Okay, so to make this next DIY, all you're going to need is a glass jar, some fake flowers, some thick rope. I use this Julia jump rope that I found at the dollar store. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, some spray paint, batteries for your string lights if I haven't said that before, a hook, a glue gun, some glue gun sticks, and you are also going to need a wooden board or plaque. My board happened to be 18.5 centimeters by 39 centimeters, so converting that to inches, it would be 17 inches to 16.5 inches, and it was also 1.5 inches thick, which in centimeters was 1.5 centimeters thick. And if you guys have any more questions about this DIY or places where to find any of these items, make sure to check the description box because I will be putting down all of that information. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do for this DIY is we have to spray paint our board. And if you're wondering why my spray paint looks a little splotchy, it's because it was snowing while I was spray painting the board. But anyways, while you're waiting for your board to dry, the next thing we're going to work on is the jar. So basically, you're going to take any type of string or rope that you have. I personally prefer a thicker rope because you don't have to worry about it fraying or anything like that. And you're just going to measure it around the rim of your glass jar. And then after, you're going to glue gun it around, or you can use some really strong glue if you'd like as well. And then after, you're also going to glue a little handle that goes on top of it. And then you're just going to take your LED lights, put them inside the jar, and then just take your flowers and put. Okay, so once your board is done drying, the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to actually flip our board to the opposite side. And first, we're going to work on the measurements for where we're going to hang the board and how we're going to hang it. So basically, you just have to find the middle part of your board, and then you're going to draw two lines that go through the middle line that you drew for your board, and where it intersects is where you're going to be putting your two nails. And then after you're done that, you're going to flip your board over again, and now you're going to attach your hook. Personally, for me, I had the hardest time trying to install my hook into my board. I used a drill, it didn't work. I used a screwdriver, it didn't work. I don't know if it was me or if it was the drill, but it just didn't work for me. So after many long hours of frustration, I ended up just glue gunning my hook to the back of my board. And if you guys run into the same problem, I recommend that you either use some Gorilla Glue, E6000 glue, or even a glue gun to glue your hook to the back of the board. And make sure you also give your glue some time to dry, and then you're basically done this DIY. Okay, so to make this final DIY, all you're going to need is a wooden board, some nails. If you're wondering, I'm using 2-inch nails, string lights, batteries, and you're also going to need some red yarn and white yarn, but it also depends on the type of image you want to do for your string art, and that will depend on the colors of yarn that you want, a printed out image of the picture that you want to recreate or replicate for your string art, and lastly, you're also going to need some fake flowers if you'd like. And to add on to that, you're also going to need a can of spray paint. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need to do for this DIY is you're going to need to spray paint your board, and once your board is dried, you're going to find a picture that you want to recreate or replicate. I personally chose to do the YouTube play button, so I went on Google and I searched up YouTube play button, and I found the picture that I wanted, and then I opened it up in a Word document, blew up the picture and made it as big as I could, printed it off, and then using my 2-inch nails and hammer, well, first I'm using a mallet, but then I ended up changing to a hammer because it was a lot easier using a hammer. I took the nails, and then after I just traced around the picture, so I traced around the border of like the play button, and then I also traced a little like triangle on the inside. And to make sure that your paper doesn't move around, I just taped it to the back of the board. And also, you guys really need to be careful when you're nailing the nails into the board because you could easily hurt your fingers. Okay, so once you're done adding in all the nails and you can kind of see the image that was like the image that's on the paper on your board, you're going to take the paper off, and then the next thing that you're going to start doing is you're going to take your yarn and basically just string it around. The first thing that I did was I did 3 double knots on the first nail, and I just did this to prevent it from unraveling because let's be real, it took me 3 hours to do this DIY, and the last thing I wanted was for all this hard work to go down the drain. So I just basically sat there and just went back and forth with all the strings, reconnected it, and it seems like a lot of work, but trust me, if you do put a lot of effort into it, the end result is so beautiful and so magnificent. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really let's do that one more. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I had so much fun recreating all these DIYs, and I really love the way they turned out because my room looks a lot more colorful and it looks a lot more bright, especially since I use a ton of string lights in this DIY. But before we leave, I wanted to do something a little different that I've actually never done in any of my videos. So recently I've been watching a ton of Adeline Warren vlogs, and I just love her vlogs so much. And at the end of all her vlogs, she always has like an inspirational quote or something inspirational that she says at the end of her videos, and I thought that would be a really cool idea if I tried to do it myself, because I feel like we need to spread more positivity around in this world. And I am in no way, shape, or form trying to say this is my own idea. I give all the credit to her because she was the first YouTuber that I actually saw doing this. So I searched up a quote, and I thought this was a really inspirational quote, so I'm gonna read it out to you guys, and it's about happiness. So the secret of being happy is accepting where you are in your life and making the most out of every day. I feel like that's very important because being happy in your life is very essential, and if you stop comparing yourself to others and you're happy with where you are in your life, I feel like you're gonna make other people happy, and it's kind of like a chain reaction. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to click that red subscribe button down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to leave a comment of any future videos you would like to see or anything you enjoyed about today's video. May God bless you and your families, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!